Hey guys, welcome back. At this point, I don't even know what day of the week it is, but I have my journal here, and I am going to do a quick journal flip through. But what I'm going to do first is take some post-it notes and block off some information, just in case there's anything in here just in case. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this guy, I'm just gonna kind of cover up all the writing here with a post-it note, but then I'll show the other things just because a lot of the stuff is kind of, journals are a personal thing, but I do like some of my stuff that I have here to show off. So I'm gonna, there's some stuff that I can leave, but then other stuff I'm just gonna stick a sticky note in the middle of it. And like this one, I'm gonna cover up this whole thing here. This one, I'm gonna put a sticky note. So basically, I have this one I'm gonna cover, has a lot of personal information. Like it has addresses, so I'll cover that one. This one has a lot of personal stuff on it as well. It has somebody's address here. Go ahead and cover that. This January page that I made that I'll show you guys is coming up. And I don't appreciate. Okay. So, the beginning, no. The front of my journal says, don't dream it, do it. This came from TJ Maxx. As you can see, it's probably going to be, sitting up like this by the time I'm done. Because this is only, this is a few pages. Like, this is not a lot of pages done. Someone gave me this for my Erin Condren planner 2 years ago, or 1 year ago now. And I just kind of put that around it to kind of keep it closed. So when you open it, it opens to a black cover. I believe this was $5.99 at TJ Maxx. Normally I don't pay more than that for one. I do have these pages. You can see the tape, maybe. Oops. These are taped shut because I did use this as like a notebook that I kept in my purse, like to jot down notes, and then I changed my mind. So after a lot of things, I decided I wanted to go to Japan. So the first couple pages have to do with that. This is blogs and websites that I found that were about Japan that give really good information. These next couple pages, I'm not really going to let it zoom. If it zooms, then it zooms. But I'm not going to correct it if it doesn't. These are all words that I started learning in Japanese. And then here is a list of things that I will need before I can go to Japan. Right here is where I put, like, my pay and how much I would have gotten paid. Here is a list that I found on one of the blogs of tips to get cheap flights. here is a list of 10 things to do in Harajuku, which I really want to go to. And then this one right here is from the Real Japan blog, and it's about accommodations. And I didn't really write too much because I got sidetracked and I just kind of left it. I love enamel pins. I do have a jean jacket that I am sticking my enamel pin collection to, especially to wear in Japan. So these 2 pages are dedicated to shops and stuff to take a look at, to get some enamel pins from. Okay, these 2 pages I made when I found out that I had some pretty scary health issues. I already knew that I wanted to go to Japan, so I put places to see in Japan on this page. And then this page just says Wanderlust at the top. And it's all of the places so far that I want to go and visit. If you want to pause it and take a look, you can do that. Some people have seen my tattoo here. Other people have not. This picture I found while looking for an elephant mandala to color, and I came across this picture. I took this to my tattoo artist and he reworked it for my tattoo. So this just basically talks about that. And then at first I had a different tattoo idea that I wanted, and this was the page. It's water damaged, it's pretty old. I just stuck it in here. That tattoo goes with a bunch of things. Also the name of this channel, if you see the picture, that is a Hindu goddess. If you look her up, like look up the name of my channel, not the lady part, but just Kamala, you will find out a little bit more about her and the significance of the elephant, and that's who's in the picture. So this is Ganesh, but it's religion things I don't really want to talk about on here, just because. So I'm going to show this part, but not this part, because it's a little bit too much for me to be comfortable to share. So this is my number from the Rescue Paws 5K. And basically, that was the 5K that I participated in. It's a long story, but that is exactly why I covered up this stuff. But I can do a story time video about that. So then here, I love tigers. If you haven't noticed. So these are just like, it kind of mimics like the monkeys where hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. It kind of mimics that. So this one is listening, this one has his mouth open. Or watching, talking. You know, whatever. But I just really like this image. And then this page is all about this fortune cookie fortune right here. And then this little image I found on Tumblr. It says, don't be normal. But the fortune cookie, or the fortune from the cookie says, a man without aim is like a clock without hands, as useless if it turns as if it stands. And it's basically like, for if you don't understand it, it's like saying, if you, give me 1 second. It's basically like saying, if there's things that you want to do, you need to make your steps and have a plan and go to it, rather than just know you want to do something and go blindly for it, basically. So, I like to keep these inspirational quotes around just because. This one I got from Google Images. It says, "You were given this life because you were strong enough to live it." And it says unknown is who wrote the quote. These are just two pictures of Jalen from pre-K and kindergarten. Here, this is a sticker that came with my Erin Condren planner. Here's the little thing about this. So I drew this. It says butterfly effect. There's like a skull with a bandana on, and then there's a butterfly, obviously, and then another one here. If you listen to Travis Scott and, you know, the butterfly thing, then okay. If not, I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense to you. But I drew this, and I really love it, and it's really cool. And I'm so proud of my writing and everything. Oh, and then this is the name of his album. Oh. This is the name of his album. There. Then I have another old picture of me and Jalen at the Universe Soul Circus. And it just has some information about it here of where it was. And then this is like a piece of the little paper that this was in. And then here, I love this quote. I have this paper stuck a lot of places. I definitely used to have it in my Erin Condren planner. It says, "When you feel like quitting, think about why you started." Just because everybody needs something like this, not just me. Then I have this. This is a postcard that I cut the sides off of because it didn't fit. And then just right here it says that when I got my Erin Condren planner in 2015, a bunch of these little things. So a lot of these little what is it called? Not postcard, not poster board, cardstock. A lot of these little cardstock things came with my Erin Condren planner and like that sticker, excuse me, and stuff like that. So I just wrote that it came with my first Erin Condren planner as well as this one. And then I wrote some stuff just about what the quote says. It says, "Don't quit your daydream." And then, oh, and then this one says, "You're a one of a kind." But I didn't really write about that. That just stuck it there to take up the space because I always feel like crap when my entries are like this and I waste all this space. So here is from October 14th, 2012. This journal is in no way in order. Nothing in here is in chronological order in any way. It's just memories that I had laying around that I wanted to put inside of something, and this is what I was currently using. So I just wrote about going here in Washington, D.C. to the Spy Museum and how we learned a lot of cool things and what Jalen got from the gift store or the gift shop when we went. On this page, here's one card that I received, and then here's a note that I received. And this came from a family friend, a friend of my mom's, when I was going through some hard times in North Carolina the first time I moved there. And these just made me feel really good about myself, and I kept them, obviously. So on this page, this thing here is covered. I'm getting a text message or something. It's an email to do a survey. No, thank you. So this is covered because I don't really want this to be seen. But here is like some roses on fire. I took this from Tumblr. And this is the information about all of this. Now, basically, I thought I had some friends at a place I worked, and it turned out that I didn't. And the way that I found out that I didn't was really rough. It was really a rough lesson to learn. But again, that'll be talked about later on my channel because it really did have a big effect on my life as far as friendship and things. So I will be talking about that eventually. So here is Jalen and Naya. If you've heard me talk about the yellow lab that we had that died of mast cell tumor, or a mast cell tumor. Come on, focus. Focus on the baby and the dog. I can't like hold it and focus it. Okay, there we go. So there is them. Jalen was really little. I think the date is there. Let me see. It says July 11th, 2010. So he had just turned, that was the day after his first birthday when we went there to celebrate his first birthday. And that was actually in North Carolina. And at the time, we still lived here. Oh, so I forgot. So here I just wrote a little bit about missing her and being kind of sad about the situation. But then here's something nice. So you cannot see it. Of course, it's not going to focus. Right here. Give me 1 second. My mom holding Jalen, and this is either July 11th or 12th after he was born on the 10th. But it's really funny because the date here, I don't know if you can read it. It says July 4th, 2009. The reason that this is so funny that it says July 4th, 2009 is because my original due date was supposed to be the 4th of July. He was supposed to be born on the 4th of July. And this says July 4th, but he wasn't born until the 10th. And that is so funny to me. Then I just wrote a little bit of something right here about that. Then I have these two postcards. They're from Westmoreland State Park in Virginia. So here's the first one. There's like some kayaks on the beach. It's not gonna stay 100% focused, I'm afraid. And then this is like a sky view of like the park, I guess. My mom and Jalen camped there. And then Jalen brought these home to me. Oh, I should have put a post-it note up here. Okay, so these, I'm just going to go really quick. These are 2 tickets for my best friend's wedding. Alright, then we come here. So here's a little bit of writing, and then there is this express mail, it's like the customer copy when you send something through from the postal service. I can't talk. So the first thing that I ever started doing was making like customized items. And I used to take rhinestones and make phone cases and all kind of stuff. So this was my slip from the box that I sent to my first ever customer that was out of state. And it was February 6, 2013. Then we come over to this page, which is back to Jalen being a baby. These are 2 little vellum papers that I was using to make his baby scrapbook. The top one says, "Life is a beautiful gift. You have been blessed with a new journey by your lovely little newborn baby." And the bottom one says, "Motherhood will change your life," which it definitely did. I wrote a little bit about this card here that I'll zoom on. The information is not filled in because this was an extra of the announcements that I had for Jalen. And then I had matching invitations for the baby shower. But always with my life, the elephants are so cute that I picked these. Even though his, like, nursery and stuff was Winnie the Pooh themed. And I made everything myself. I don't live there anymore, and this person doesn't go there anymore, so I guess it would be okay to show. This is from June 8th, 2007, and I wrote a little paragraph here, and it's really heartfelt, and I'm not going to show it. But here, I put the whole envelope in here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And this is the name of the high school that I was supposed to graduate from, but I did not. So if you can read that, this is Lucy Coffin Ragsdale High School in North Carolina. So it has our little seal there. Whoops. It's not going to focus. Maybe it is. And then this is this is like the invitation to the graduation. And I had, so then there's like this little vellum paper. This is class of 2007. And then her name is here, but I'm not going to show it. And it says class of 07 down there in the corner. And I had the ticket to go to the graduation at one point. But I've moved a lot and I don't know what happened to it. Like, I don't know where it is anymore. It's obviously not with that because I still have all that. So I wrote a little bit about it, and what happened with our friendship, which wasn't so good. But anyways, we've moved past that and we've started talking again. But, you know, once you have a big falling out about who knows what, or just lose touch with people, it's never the same. So then I move on to this gorgeous page that I stole from Tumblr Images. So I'm a thief. And then a little bit of stuff I wrote over here that basically means from this point forward, everything that will be in this book is current. And then I wrote, like, good luck to myself because this is going to be pretty difficult for me to do. And then, just on the next page, there's, like, one entry. See? It's hard already. I haven't done anything. But basically, my first entry talks about wanting